Cars have been a huge part of our society for centuries, and the car myths that have been debunked over the years are just as fascinating as the ones that have not. Some car myths are so enticing that they cause people to believe them blindly. There is no shortage of these myths, but many have been debunked and proven to be false. So in this video, I'll teach you which ones are true and which ones are false. Most adults can drive, but that doesn't mean we understand everything about our cars. And it turns out, much of what we think we know is totally wrong.
I hate this car. I hate it.
All heard car myths at some point in our driving life and taken them as truth. These myths have existed for years, but with newer technologies, these theories have been proven false. Auto repair is complicated, which is why most people leave most of the work to professionals. Additionally, many of those inexperienced people start up rumors or misconceptions that get passed on and on and on and on. You get the gist. The first myth we have is that premium gasoline will better your vehicle's performance. The better the fuel, the better the vehicle's performance, right? Wrong. If your car is not designed for higher octane fuel, using it will not make your car drive better. Putting standard fuel into a car that requires premium fuel will result in reduced performance and engine damage, but it doesn't work the other way around. The wrong octane could actually reduce fuel economy and lead to poorer performance in your vehicle. When it comes to fuel, keep it simple. Always adhere to the manufacturer guidelines, because on average, premium gas costs 10 to 15 cents more per gallon. Premium gas may be more expensive, but that doesn't mean it's purer or cleaner than the regular gas that you fill up with. This gas is used for particular cars that need fuel that is less combustible, but it won't make any difference to your normal vehicle. The bottom line is that filling your car with higher than recommended octane gases doesn't do anything for you. If your car's engine requires a higher octane level, then you should use premium. If not, don't waste your money. Your car will not run cleaner, faster, or better. It's just not worth it. The next myth we have to bust is you need to replace all your tires at once. Sure, this logic could make sense, but it's actually not needed. Just because one tire needs to be replaced doesn't mean you need to fork over the money to replace all four. As long as the tire is the same brand, model, and size, then you're good to go. Just like your socks or shoes, you don't want to mismatch tires. Moreover, you don't always need to replace a tire if you have a hole in one. If the damages are on the sidewall or are more than a quarter-inch in diameter, a professional can restore it. The next myth we have on the list is that you need to let your car warm up before leaving the driveway. This age-old practice of warming up your engine before driving is no longer true. It's actually bad for your car to let it idle. It puts extra fuel into the combustion chamber, which can get into the cylinder walls. While it can be helpful to warm up the engine so your defroster is effective, it's actually not a great practice. It wastes gas, makes your car susceptible to theft if you leave it unattended, and it puts additional wear on your engine. A better practice is to have good winter gear to keep you warm when you climb into your cold vehicle, and invest into good ice scrapers for your windows without the aid of the defroster. Keep in mind that diesel engines take longer to heat up than gasoline engines, and just appropriate to stay warm behind the wheel. Most manufacturers suggest you get driving within 30 seconds, as the engine heats up faster when being used. In fact, driving instead of idling decreases the emissions and fuel costs, but that doesn't mean you should push the pedal to the metal. Instead, accelerate gently instead of forcing cold gas and oil through your engine. This myth makes sense when you consider that some oils and parts don't perform at full capacity until the car is warm. Another thing to also keep in mind is that an idling car is slow to heat up because it isn't running at full power. In fact, there are parts of your car that can't start to warm up until you get moving, such as your wheel bearings or your transmission. This means that sitting in an idle car is usually a waste of time. You're better off warming up your car as you drive. Moving on, we have the myth of automatic transmissions burn more fuel than manual cars. This was true once upon a time when automatic transmissions were new to the market. However, car technology has advanced significantly since then. Features like cruise control and continuously variable transmission, which offers a limitless range of gear ratios, have bridged the gap between manuals and automatics. In some cases, automatic cars are even more fuel efficient than their manual counterparts. Up next, we have the myth of turning on the air conditioner is better for fuel economy than open up the windows. This one is kind of on a thin line, but Consumer Reports found out that AC leads to a slight decrease in fuel economy, but recommend using it anyway to keep the driver alert and comfortable. So it all depends on the type of car you drive and whether or not you want the windows up with the cool AC or you like driving with the windows down to catch some natural breeze. Hey guys, before we move on, if you're getting value from this video, like and subscribe so I know this video is worth your time. Also, leave a comment on which one of these myths made 0 sense when you first heard about it. Okay, let's get back to it. The next myth we have on the list is that filling your tank in the morning will save you money. Mornings are a bit colder than midday, so when the air is cool, gas is denser, right? Well, actually, the temperature of the gas doesn't change much when the air is cooler, which means you really aren't saving any money when filling up in the cold. Gas stations store gasoline in tanks underground, so temperatures rarely fluctuate under the insulating concrete of the parking lot, meaning that you're getting the same density no matter the time of day. Gas temperature should be relatively the same 24 hours of the day, which means waking up super early for a gas run isn't making any difference for your wallet. Next up, we have the myth of you can make your car much more powerful by filling it with jet fuel. This is definitely not true. In fact, your gas-powered car won't get anywhere at any speed if you put anything but gas in a tank. This is because conventional car engines can't combust kerosene. Although it may seem that this fuel is powerful compared to normal gas, it actually won't do your car any good. Moving on, we have the myth of red cars are more expensive to insure. A vehicle's value and driver's record affect insurance premiums more than the color of the vehicle. The different factors that truly affect how much it costs to insure your car are vehicle make and model, how many miles you plan to drive, place of residence, age, marital status, and gender. So the color of your car doesn't really affect your insurance costs. Could you imagine paying more for insurance on a red Hyundai Kona versus a silver Pagani Huayra? That would be highway robbery. Might as well get the Pagani instead. Well, that's if you have $3 million burning a hole in your pocket. If you have that type of money and want to give it away, I can take it off your hands free of charge. Next on the list, we have driving with the truck's tailgate down is more fuel efficient. Over the years, mechanics tested this theory and found that the truck actually had more drag with the tailgate down versus up. However, they did find that replacing the tailgate with a mesh did prove to be more fuel efficient. You'd also be as equally efficient driving with no tailgate or driving with the hardcover top and the tailgate up. Keep in mind that if you drive with the tailgate down, you should secure anything you have in the bed of the truck so that it's not sliding around or fly out of the back of the truck and hit someone else's car. And last but not least, we have the myth of if you're about to collide with a moose, speed up so the moose goes over the car and save those inside the vehicle. I know, this one is a bit crazy, but this is a car myth that has been tested and busted. When accelerating, the whole toe of the car can bend in and the damage could be much worse compared to hitting your brake. This could also do some serious damage to your roof. So when you're driving and you see a moose, if you can't swerve out of the way, then hit your brakes until your foot hits the ground like in Flintstones. Car myths are everywhere, from the way we fill up our cars, to when we fill them up, to how we behave on cold winter mornings. But are any of these car myths true? Nah, probably not. Did any of these car myths surprise you? Let me know in the comments. Knowing what's right and wrong about your vehicle maintenance is the first step to proper car care. It's important to educate yourself when it comes to driving knowledge so that you can maximize your comfort levels, save time, and save money. Don't worry if you believe some of these myths, they are called common car myths for a reason. So there you have it guys, car myths debunked. Let me know in the comments if you've done any of them before. And that's it for today my good friends. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions, suggestions, or concerns. And if you made it this far in the video, thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one, and until next time, stay safe out there. Oh yeah, and if you like this video, then you're definitely gonna love this one.